You can't unknow. Once your eyes open, they never close again. East Coast Street philosophy. Let's build. Yeah. Yeah. I crown myself a king with a conscious state of mind. Knowledge over ignorance. Every chapter, every line. Had to read before I spoke. Now my words illuminate. Truth became my compass. Now I'm moving, never hesitate. Open books instead of rumors. Let the pages be my guide. Found a different point of view. They try so hard to keep disguised. Every lesson gave me purpose. Every author lit a flame. Now I carry that responsibility. Every time they say my name. Political consciousness. I see the bigger picture. Spiritual awareness got me walking with my ancestors. Culturally connected. I embrace where I belong. Health conscious, mind and body, knowing both must stay strong. African catches with my feet planted deep, standing on foundations built before the world could sleep. I don't hate another people, I just honor who I am. Knowing where I'm coming from helps me understand the plan. I am love, I am knowledge, I am alive. I survived all the lies. I'm 101, ain't another in my kind. I am my ancestors' prayers answered. I am conscious mind. I am conscious mind. I am conscious mind. Every lesson that I learned made the darkness redefined. Conscious mind. I am conscious mind. Built from wisdom, built from purpose, built from God, built through time. The answer.
We got to be conscious of mind, man. Oh, hold on. Always gonna have some problems, man. All right, man. Here I am, and there you are. Let me say, man, may this be a peaceful, man, and prosperous Monday. Welcome, everybody. This is Under the Groove Podcast. Like I say, here I am, and there you are. Let's get it in. Just so y'all know, I had a great weekend. For those of you who thought my birthday was over the weekend, it's not. It's tomorrow. You know, so we got it in with fam, man. We had a great time. Trust me when I tell you that. We had a great time. And it's always like that when you're around people, man, who are genuine, man, who about, you know, just family, man, and enjoying time on this earth, man. So it was a good look for us. You know what I mean? It was a good look for us. I like to think that most of you had exactly what we experienced, but not necessarily because we had it like that, but because you made it like that. All right? Let me put that out there, man. That being said, to boot, did a little something this morning, man. I'm gonna speak truth to power. I'm like that sometimes, you know what I mean? And sometimes against my better judgment, I may, you know, say a thing or two, man. I don't mean no harm, you know. I say it respectfully, so that you know in the future we on the same page. We know what it's supposed to be, man, and that is what it is. It's gonna be exactly that. So we got together with some folks, man. I contacted 10 brothers, man, from a little bit of everywhere, man. Crips, Bloods, neighborhoods, Hoovers, whatever, man. You name it, kitchens, man. Hey, man, eight trait gangsters. You know, we hung out, we did our thing, right? It was called Protect the Seed. It was a summit, man, that we want to bring together, you know, to share these different, you know, outfits, nonprofits, organizations, whatever, what they do and how they do what they do. What are the services? What are the programs? How do they support the people? You know what I'm saying? This type of thing. One thing I learned today, it was a learning curve. All right, I mean, you know what I mean? So when I get with shit like this in the future, again, this was my first time on this, in that rodeo, that type of get down. When I go again, man, I'm gonna tell you, in order for me to participate with something like that, we got to come correct. Let's make it, man, above board. You know, that's just how we should get down, man, no matter what we do. No matter what we do, man. You know, no matter what we do, either, you know, we really want to succeed or we just want to look good at failing. However you want to label it, man. But I'm telling you, man, for most of us, we want to succeed. You know, even those that sometimes fail, man, the objective is, the goal is to succeed. So for me, it was a learning curve. And I like to think that most of us got that just as that. It was a learning curve. this, that, and the other won't happen again because boom, we're gonna be spot on. All right, above board. You know what I mean? But in any respect, man, messages got out. The support was there. It's a good look, man. Again, I want to shout out, man, to all my brothers, man, who made themselves available for this situation. And I'm telling you, man, these brothers took their time out of their day, But it's something what they do. You know, it's what they do every day of the week, man. This is what they get into. This is what they're involved in. You know, and they say they made a showing. They made a showing, man. You know what I'm saying? So Tough, I want to send a shout out to you, Tough, representing APPU. Man, I didn't know brothers so articulate and intelligent. I love that shit, man. It's a good look. Appreciate your presence, bro. All right, really do, man. Appreciate your presence. You know, Dre, man, out of Harbor Park, man. Harbor Park Brim showed up, man. All love and respect, bro. Appreciate you coming. You know what I'm saying? Baby Spike, you already know what to do, homie. You already know what to do, man. All love and respect, man. This brother is doing things. He's making moves. And from the looks of it, and, you know, just based on what he's establishing, and it's not for himself, but for those who need it most, man, he's making moves, man, that's going to affect a lot of people, that's going to help and support a lot of brothers and sisters. And that go double, man, for Tough. That go double, man, for Dre. You know, OG Duck, man, appreciate your presence. OG Duck out of East Coast, man, 6 Deuce, man, showed up, man, showed his support, man. You can't ask for nothing more, man, when these brothers are willing to step into this get out, man, and say, hey, man, this is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, these brothers take it upon themselves to do this shit every day. You know, I made a call, you know, to all these brothers, say, man, we're looking for support for this get out, man. I need 10 brothers, man. And they say, man, you ain't even asked me but once. And they showed up. I appreciate that. Borky out of the kitchens, man. My loved one. This is our loved one, man. Real powerful shit, man, you talked about today, man. All right. And just so y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm going to go in there and we're going to put this script together so that you guys get the message from each and every one of these individuals. You know what I mean? So in other words, I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to put it together, man, and we're going to drop it. We're going to drop them. You know what I mean? Episode by episode. All right. I want to also send a shout out to, like, first up, Porky, I love you, homie. All respect, bro. Especially in terms of what you did and how long it's been going on for 7 years now. Now, the fact that you brothers could go and come together and say, hey, man, we killing all this bullshit for 7 years. We need y'all's blueprint. We need the script. The Hoovers need the script. And, you know, I'm not going to go beyond that and, you know, speak out of place for nobody else, bro. But I will say this. You guys' example is the blueprint. And if brothers are really serious about what the hell is going on in our communities with one another, that's the script, y'all. The kitchens, the East Coast, the Broadways, that's the script. Love and respect, man, is happening over there, man. Ain't no funnies and shit. None of that shit is happening up like that on the East Side, man. And we got to, man, give credit where credit is due. Give credit where credit is due. These brothers are succeeding. They have succeeded for 7 years. We need that script, though, Porky. We need that script, man, so that individuals, you know, who want to go to these different collectives, these tribes and communities, say, man, contact the right one, say, man, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, it can be done. So, man, I tip my hat to you brothers, man. That's some extraordinary stuff you brothers can put down. And we should be so lucky, man. We should be so lucky, man, to be functioning on that script that you guys got in place, all right? Last but not least, man, I want to send a shout out to my bro, man, Miz, Big Miz, all right, man. Mark Cofield, that's the loved one. That's the homie, man. All love and respect, man. All love and respect, you know what I mean? I see you as a part of me now, you know what I mean? And let me extend that. That go for any brother who's above board, man. You 10 toes down in this shit, hey, man, call me. I'm with you. I'm with you. I understand there's a lot of work to be done in the community. You know, when we talk about, we got to go deep. We got to get up in there and get those individuals that, you know what I mean? You know, hey, Miz, man, I love and respect you, bro. Stay doing what you're doing, man. You're making a difference. You're making a difference. Ain't nobody told you that, man. I'm telling you, you're making a difference, man. A gang of inspiration come from you, bro. So I appreciate and love you for that, man, as well. All right. That being said, man, like I said, this thing was done uh, in conjunction with our sisters, mothers of the community, and the round table. All right. These are sisters, man, who have organizations. They come together and they do things, you know what I mean, for the youth. For the youth. I've always been the person that say, man, I don't think any of us are expendable. I don't care how sideways or evil we perceive them to be. The same way they are now, a lot of us right now that's in this space were that and worse. Because now, our message though to those who are in that space now, that a lot, I'm again, I say this respectfully, are willing to write off or look at as expendable. No, they not, man. They can't be. They can't be. We can't allow ourselves to think along those lines. All our people, if it is possible, humanly possible, we got to save them. We got to help them. Let's get to the issue of their problems. Let's get to the issue of their problems. Let's find out what's up and how can we fix that, what's up, that makes them act the way they act, all right? And believe you me, there's always something behind that shit. There's always some form of trauma behind our behavior. I'll be the first to admit it, So let's get to that, man. Let's get to that, man. Let's strike out, man. And let's give it to these young brothers, man, that think that nobody want to hear what the hell they got to say or what they're going through. That's not the truth. And that would include our sisters, all right? So yeah, nobody's expendable. Yeah, let's get with the youth. Let's make sure they don't get in this shit early. Because that is a progression. It's a process. It could be the 3rd grade, 4th grade. They start, let's get to them at that stage. So by the 5th or 6th grade, we ain't got to worry about them, forfeiting the futures or their lives, That's all I'm saying, man. Again, man, shout out to all my brothers, man. All love and respect to each and every one of you. All right. Tough, Fred Griffin, Ronald Simpson, Sail Dog, Dre, Baby Spike, man, OG Duck, Porky, and Miz. All love and respect, man. And it was great to meet you, Jerry Silva. What an honor. Appreciate meeting you for the first time. I like to think that in the future we'll have collaborations. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that to say, y'all, I'm about to get into the nonprofit thing. I'm not going to do that. That's not something I'm involved in. But I think that my purpose, man, has to do with just, hey, man, when I have an opportunity, man, to speak truth to power, if it's just approaching some of these young ones in the streets, man, I'm going to do that. If it's trying to bring together brothers, man, from different areas, I would do what I can, man. I don't know everybody. I don't profess to be, in this position of power and nothing like that. All I'm telling y'all is I know what I owe to the community. And that will include all of them. You know what I mean? So there that is, man. Again, man, salute to all you brothers, man. You get your medals from me. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Love you guys, man. Appreciate you as well. And to our sisters, man, mothers of the community, as well as the tables, man. Our queen mother, Miss Bonnie Williams, man. Great to see you again, sister. What an honor. Yacinda, Lasite, Soldier Denise, you know what I mean? Miss Mary out of the kitchens. All love and respect, man. Mag Sims, man. You know what I'm saying? All love. Miss Steph, all love and respect. All love and respect. Sister Noreen, who I met today, powerful sister, very wise, All good. Let's make it happen, y'all. Let's bring it together. We have work to do. Can't nobody deny that. And if anyone's willing to deny that this thing is in a bad situation, we're in dire straits, they looking through another lens, man. They're not looking through the lens of the community, man. And we got to start speaking up for the community, especially the youth, especially the youth. And in some cases, we got to even speak up for some of these old fools. Let's keep 100, all right? Let's keep 100, man. That being said, man, hey, it's always an honor to come in, man, and hang out with the people, all right? That's just me. Now, that being said, again, let's get to this, man. I didn't do no clips today. I've been out. I just got back home, man, maybe an hour and a half ago. That experience, like I said, was a first for me. I haven't been in that space before. You know, I said very little. I just wanted it to be known that, hey, man, what I do for the people. You know, for those of you who think Under the Groove is a Hoover platform, you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. You hear it from the horse's mouth. Under the Groove platform is for the people. It belongs to the people. Those who are about positivity. Period, point blank. I don't care where you're from, man. That don't matter, man. It really don't matter. And I can tell you why it don't matter. For the most part, none of us own this shit we claiming. You know, until such a time where we're representing what we own. That's some BS for me. You know what I mean? I respect it. I respect what community come from. That's all good. But you come on this get down, man, and you're more than welcome. Come to speak truth to power, man. Let's say to people, man. That's it. That's all. All right. That's it. I'm going, man, and getting some of these comments. I don't have nothing lined up, man. I don't got nothing queued. So, excuse me, this will be strictly conversation, man. And I'm going to open the floor, man. Each and every one of you brothers, man, let's find a theme and let's hone in on that. All right. You know, just a suggestion. I think that theme is our future. What does our future look like? Knowing what we know, who's coming up after us. Our future matters, man. So when we did the little thing today, you know, that summit called Protect the Seed. That's some deep shit. You know, that's some deep shit. But most of it, I don't know if a lot of you are planters. I plant. You know, I like to, you know, see things grow. You know, I used to be a destroyer. You know, I like to think of myself now as a builder. So when we're talking about protect the seeds, man, we're talking about protecting our damn future, man, our people. I think that's a task, man, that it should not be negotiated. There's no straddling the fence on this type of get down, man. It's about, man, either we gonna make sure that there's a future for our people, especially those coming up behind us, or hey, man, it's all bad. Someone said today that we're in that space, man. We're near extinction. We're near extinction. And the crazy part about that statement that was made today, that statement was made back in the late 80s, in the early 90s. They were then, and when I say they, man, use your imagination, that they were saying we were going into extinction. The American black, we were going into extinction because what we were doing to ourselves. Not necessarily what was being done to us by others, but how we had gotten to this thing to where we started doing the dirty work ourselves. We're bringing ourselves to annihilation, man. We got work to do. Let's be 100. Let's be 100. We have a lot of work to do, you know? So our future is what matters, man. And our future is going to be propelled by those coming up behind us. Let's do the work. Let's plant these seeds, man. Let's water them. Let's nurture them. Let's harvest them. Let's make sure they got everything they need to grow into these strong young black men and women that we're going to need to fight these battles that are coming down the pipes at us. That's how we should look at this. You know, that's how we should look at this. We are at war. And it's no longer about our minds and bodies. It's about our souls now, and our spirits. That's what they're after. A lot of us ain't got to that part yet. But that's really what's happening. They're trying to captivate and capture and or destroy our souls now. And they got all kind of ways. Someone mentioned today social media. I've been talking about social media being a detriment to our community, to our people for over a year now. For 2 years. Under the Groove been up, but 2 years, almost 3. Damn near day one, I've been saying social media is a threat to our people. And that's coming from a guy come from the street. What are we going to do about that? What we're going to do about that? That thing is rigged so much, man, or so badly that only thing that matters in social media, man, is what they call the bag. They're not caring about the future of the people. They're not caring about the youth. Now, you couple that with any mental issues we got going on in our community, any poverty, issues we have going on in our community, any, a miseducation, that we have going on. You couple all that together, man, and that's a powerful thing that's coming down the pipes at us, man. So we got all kind of different fronts that we're fighting on. We got to see that shit, man. And I'm telling you, those of you who've been in this shit long enough, supposed to see it first. Because you've been there. You've done that already. And you brothers, man, and you sisters who say, man, I'm falling back, whatever that trauma may be, I get it. I respect it. There ain't no excuse though, man. That ain't gonna fly, bro. We did the harm and damage. So we should be the very first ones on the front line of this fight, bro. The very first. Straight up. Straight up, man. So let's get in this shit, man. We calling out, man. We sending the call out to the brothers and sisters. It don't matter, man, whether you a blood, if you a crip, you a hoover, you a pyro, you non-affiliated, you a hustler, you a player. And man, there's a script that we all need to be on code when it comes to our survival, man. If not, we doomed, man. We're doomed. We're trying to get beyond being doomed, written off. These people have been trying to write us off for the longest time, man. And a lot of us, man, do not take the time to understand or try to figure out why. That's what's the scary part about it. Because we're so caught up and captivated, distracted by BS, we don't even see what the real play is. That's bad business, man. Bad business for your children, their children, and what would soon to be their children. And if you participating in this stuff, man, like you ain't got a care in the world, you're a cold piece. You're a cold piece, man. If the bag comes before the people, if you putting paper over the people, we got to get rid of you, man. Let me keep 100, man. You got to go. You got to go. This is a movement, man, to save the people, man, to save our people, man. That's it. That's all right? I'm going to read some of these comments, man, because, the more I get to talk about that stuff, man, the more I think about how we're being sold out by our own. And I'm talking about the street level first. I ain't even talking about the athletes, the entertainers that in the pot. No, man, there are levels to this shit that they put the work against us. The coldest attack against us, man, for the most part, is the same individuals that's on the streets with us, that come up from the dirt, ain't found a way out of it. It ain't one really, unless they choose you. They tag you it, type of get down. If they don't tap you on the shoulder, hey, man, and even if they did, it's still the same. Working against the people, man. All right? Working against the people. And we got to get beyond that shit. We got to start showing love and respect, man, for our future. Because ain't nobody else trying to do jack for us, man. Not a damn thing. Antonio, I see you, bro. Always. Love and a salute, man. Heartfelt, real spit. I see you. Queen and Zinga say happy Monday. All love and blessings to the RGC. I hope your weekend was fantastic. Black first. The RGC is the Royal Group Congregation. Always a pleasure to see Queen and Zinga up in here. Chris, what it do? Black first, no doubt, bro. No doubt. Lisa Morris say grand rising family. Good to see everyone. I hope everybody had a great weekend. B1, no doubt. All right, the Black Fire Group. All right, that's a new one, man. Salute right back, King. All right, welcome. Shit. Like I said, everybody, y'all already know, for the most part, this is Under the Groove Podcast, man. This is where we touch bases with the people. We're not with no funnies. We're above board, man. We're about empowering the people. We're about letting the people know that they already got the power. A lot of us been conditioned, indoctrinated to think that we're helpless, we're inferior, we're a whole lot of shit. All that shit is a lie, man. It's in us, man, to get this shit done. They're fighting us, man, with everything they got. And we barely fighting back. Imagine if we just start fighting back maybe 20%, 30, 40. We changed the world. We chose to. Appreciate you up in here, Black Fire Group. All love and respect, man. Old Soul with a cold stroll. What's up, loved one? Good to see you back, man, always. Raymond Scott, what's happening? What up, bud, man? Peace and blessings, you and your family. I trust all is well. Salute to the home kings and home queens of the RGC. Right back to you. Peace and prosperity, man. Love and respect. I send mine, as always, to you and your family, man, to the Rays from Pasadena, Inglewood to LA, man. Let it do what it do. And again, hey, I'd be remiss not to say this. Like to see the brothers involved, man. I love, at the very least, hear about it, It'd be a good look, man. Them some solid brothers as well, man. Solid brother, real solid brothers and sisters. All right. So I send mine out to each and every one of them. You're going to say, man, been listening to these 80s music, X-Clan, KRS One, Rise and Shine, Death Destruction, Public Enemy, Tupac, My Block, Raw. I got a great vibe. You know how that go, bro. You know how that go, bro. Come on. You're going to say, man, I'm inviting a guest tonight. I'm inviting a guest tonight, too. Bro is on what the nature of this group dialogue is rooted in. He should tap in momentarily. Get it in, bro. Get it in. That's what we're talking about, participation, man. That's the only way, man. We got to get in this, man, to be in this. You got to get in it to be in it, man. Real shit. Again, man, do we really want success, or we just looking to, are we just looking to just look good felon? You know what I mean? We talk that shit, but what we about? We making the moves? We making the moves, or we just talking that shit, man? We looking good as we fail each and every day. And again, we got a lot of them out there, y'all, especially in social media. Whole bunch of them. Whole bunch of them, man. Pop that shit quick. They'll talk that talk real quick. They look good talking it. But are they succeeding? Do they really want to succeed? See, we're talking about something totally different. The success we're talking about, it don't involve that, that felon to just, felon to look good shit. Those are two different things. A lot of those brothers are doing exactly that. They're felling just to look good, man. They're felling us, not just themselves, not just their families, sons, daughters, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, nieces, nephews. Man, they doing everybody. They're doing everybody. All right? Just to look good, felon, man. These brothers ain't succeeding, man. They're nothing. They ain't brought nothing to the table. These brothers got platforms. They got mouthpieces. Some of these brothers got 50,000 followers. Some got 100 and something followers. Some got 200, 300, 400,000 followers. And this is what they dispensing to the people. Failure. I said this last week. It's going to come a time. I'm just going out there, man. Hey, you say what you want. But I'm going out there. I'm going to ride that horse till it die, too. I'm going to do my damnedest to make it known, these motherfuckers they jokesters. They're not for the people. They forgetting the bag. They sell their mamas out, man. Their daughters. Because you got to look at it like that. If they're more than willing to dispense this poison, this toxicity to the people, come on, man. They're not far removed from doing something that somebody they call or consider really close to them for the bag. Come on, man. And some of them okay with it because they get a little change too from that bag. They be on call, drive, run errands, do that pickup shit, be that, on call shit. Hey, I need you to make a run right quick. They ain't gonna argue. So some of them okay with that shit. But my point is, if they're willing to do this for the bag, they do it to their own kind, man. And at some point, y'all, we got to start saying, hey, man, you know what? This shit, we don't need this shit. Don't wait till something happen to one of your people as a result of this poison or this shit that's a part of this poison that's out there touches one of yours before you get it in your head that, damn, man, this was some bullshit. Don't wait till that time, man, when it's all bad, man. Make your moves now, man. I think, like most of us know, we're gonna have to make a choice, man. Everybody got one. You're gonna have to make a decision in terms of what side you really stand on. It ain't no straddling the fence, man. That's how real this shit is. We set up, man, we stuck on bullshit while real shit is actually happening behind the scenes. See, this bullshit we stuck on is all distractions, cloud our vision. We can't really see what's happening in front of us because we got bullshit in our face all day. But real shit is actually happening. So we got to waste time battling bullshit just to make our way to that real shit that's way, way worse. Actually, way worse. And these dudes are part of the problem. They're part of the problem. Let's be 100, man. Anybody willing to put out some shit, man, just bullshit after bullshit about what another brother did to another brother over some BS and talk up on it. Talk up on it so much, sometimes that shit go viral, right? Because they make it sound good. Some of these dudes will go and take classes and courses on how to sell this shit and keep it going. Negativity. I ain't talking about keep something going that's going to be beneficial to us, positive, to the block, to the hood, to the set, to the street, to the community. Nah, man, they ain't with none of that. They go and learn how to make the shit more salacious. It's the type of individuals we dealing with. And hey, man, somebody going to have to call them on this shit, man. Real spit. Most of them, man, hey, man, we got to call them on this shit. This some bullshit. They helping to kill us off, man. They helping to distract us, man, create this situation to where we're digging ourselves that much deeper in this hole in the ground that we won't be able to get out, man. They already identify us as crabs in a bucket. These cats are making it worse. They're assisting the system. Somebody got to say that shit, man. Somebody got to say that shit, man. I don't got to get no names, man. We already know. Look at the content. The title of it is telling you off the rip, man. It's toxicity, man. How does it help me take care of my brother, my sister, my son, or my daughter, my mama, my daddy? It don't. How does it help me pay a bill? It won't. Can I get a job? Nope. None of that. None of that, man. That's how bad this shit is. And these dudes don't give a damn about none of y'all. I'm tell you something, man. Anytime, listen, man, this the bullshit right here. Anytime cats will sell you negativity and then even turn around and ask you to give a donation to that negativity, support the channel. That's some bullshit, homie. You best off staying away from that shit. They're getting a twofer. That twofer is they're helping the system to keep us down, keep us distracted, keep us annihilating one another, keep us in that space where if we keep it up, we will be extinct sooner rather than later. Anytime you get these type of individuals, man, asking you to donate to negativity, to poison, they asking you to help them keep the poison going. Don't y'all get it? Man, anytime you hear some shit like that from anybody, man, your best bet is to run. Steer clear of them. Give them 50 feet, man. They don't deserve not just your dollars. They don't deserve your time, man. Because that time you giving them is not helping you, or you're giving it to them for them to help you to build you into a better individual. It ain't happening. It just ain't happening. All right? Let them say what they will. Yay, and some of them are so crafty to well, I'm just giving this message, so that y'all don't fall in this trap. But every day it's the same shit. But not the same message. Like I said, they sprinkle that every now and then. It's not consistent. It's not consistent, not just in what they're saying to the people in terms of how detrimental this shit is, but it's not consistent in the content. The content is the poison. The content is the poison. What they showing you, what they telling is the poison. Even when they say, yeah, hey, my advice is, hey man, y'all steer clear from this shit, but they show it to you every day. As though they are glorifying it. They are glorifying it. And our young brothers and our young sisters, their minds aren't developed, man, to the point where they see a bullshitter, man, when he bullshitting. A lot of them don't even know how to smell shit correctly. But they taking this shit at face value. They looking at these individuals like they OGs. They not. They really not. Real spit. They really not, man. So that's that, man. In that regard, man, we got to figure out how to combat this shit. And one of the ways, for sure, is to start dispensing, start relating to our young brothers and sisters, period. Hey, man, we got to unplug from these fools, man. We got to not give them the hits. I don't care if they're claiming Jesus now, man, and they still pushing out bullshit. That's all cap. I don't care if they say, man, get the bag, man. I'm telling y'all how to, hey, man, get, stay out of that. But they still pushing the bullshit every day. It's cap, bro. I don't care if they're telling you stories that they heard. Most of the stories they tell, they wasn't in them. Just shit they heard. That make it cap, bro. Not only that, man, but most of them, man, they in the business of giving up information. Now me, I advocate stat of the bullshit, your name won't be in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, steer clear from that shit, man. Because these cats is looking for some shit to go down so they can start giving up names and shit on who did what, where they was from, what happened to make this shit all go down. It's all police shit too, man. You say what they want. Those who know, know. You say what they want. We got to protect our people, man, from this bullshit. And like I say, man, the coldest fight we got to fight right now is those who are dispensing it. Donald Trump and them don't got podcasts, man, where they talking about what we doing to each other every day. Steady keeping bullshit going. Rumorville, rumor muggering, and all that old stuff, man. A lot of cackling, telling, all kind of shit. The GOP ain't doing that shit. MAGA ain't doing that shit. The Democrats ain't doing that shit. Those are brothers that's doing this shit, man. They've been sold on the idea, man, sell this information about what's going on in our community. Not only that, but sell in such a way that we keep it going because we can keep getting the check. That's our people doing that shit. They ain't Donald Trump, MAGA, Democrat, real shit. That's what these dudes on, man. And it's a shame because they've been on this shit for years, bro. Years. I'm surprised Karma ain't caught up with him yet. Karma cold piece, though. That much I can attest to. Karma collect debts. These is debts these cats making. They catch up. My point is, hey, man, where's the solidarity? At what point do we recognize that everything we've been doing for the last 50 years, man, has been destructive to each and every community involved, man? We can't even count, man, the number. We don't even know the number of brothers and sisters lost to this bullshit. We don't even know. And I mean in terms of life. The number in terms of just, getting caught up because they was claiming some shit that we don't own is greater than that. I'm just saying, man. Think about the real shit, man, in terms of how this shit is affecting each and every one of us in our communities, man. We're being touched by this shit. And these cats don't give a flying flick about none of it. As long as that bag get bigger and bigger, by $10, $100, $1,000, that's all that matter to them. They're not tripping on how many laws getting caught up in the balance, getting caught up in this rapture. They helping to, create, man. They don't care about that. Just saying, man. Put that out there just like that, just like I said it. I don't got no problems with that. I have no problems with saying what I'm saying, man. So that's what we was doing today. We were talking about the destruction in our community and where it's coming from, for the most part. It's coming from our so-called brothers who got these podcasts and putting this poison out here. All right? It's coming from old heads playing both ends between the middle with these youngsters. In front of certain individuals, hey, man, y'all, man, let's kick back, as soon as they gone, man, fuck that, man. Fuck that, man. Fuck them. Fuck them, man. Fuck them ops. That enemigo, That's the type of shit we putting up with, man. That's the type of things that are going on behind our backs. And in some cases, let me be honest, in our faces. They on social media too. They'll see it in a minute. Oh, no, man, we ain't rolling like that. We ain't rocking like that. We ain't grooving like that. We ain't bracking like that. Nah, fuck that. I mean, if you ain't, you so solid, how you still on the streets? Because the truth of the matter is, if you a stump down cat like that, it ain't gonna be long for you gone. Let's keep real. I'm speaking truth to power and telling you what I know. Real cats who do that type, talk that shit and actually put that shit in, they're not out here, homie. They one or two places. They're not out here, homie. This is theater, man. For a paycheck. These dudes are performing for a check, man. They performing for some money, but what's in the balance for real is our lives, man. Our people's lives. That's some cold shit, man, for cats to be involved in, man. Straight up. That's some cold shit. All right, man. Let me jump in here, man. Cause we tell it like a TI is. That's what they used to say back in the day. Chris said, man, is education the key? Do black people as a whole take education seriously? No, we don't. No, we don't. Come on, that's a fact, right? Think about it. Think about it. Some of us, we don't even know the difference between real education and some bullshit. We don't know the difference between being educated and being miseducated. Like I said, I can give you an example. I can name you like 7, 8, 9, 10 podcasts where ain't nothing but a bunch of miseducation going down. There's an example right there. That's miseducation. Most of those who watch that don't really understand what being laced is, educated is, structure. Don't get that shit. That's why they stick to that. A lot of them see themselves as ignorant. A lot of them, will admit, I don't know enough. Self-defeatism. That's what we see a lot of happen. Yeah, education is the key. Straight up. Yeah, it is. Excuse me. No doubt about that, man. For the growth and development of each and every one of us, from the babies, man, coming out the womb, man, to the time they die, education is the key. It's what matters, man, as we grow, as we, mature, as we live throughout life. You're going to continue to learn if that's what you want. You're going to be educated, and you're going to find a way to find yourself to be educated correctly. We got a lot of false prophets and scholars and teachers, professors out there, bro. A whole lot. We got a bunch of suckers acting like they leaders and teachers, and they're not. And they'll tell you quick, hey man, this is what was on the internet, so I'm just dropping it. They're excusing themselves, man, from playing a role or being a part of something, man, that instructs them how they say it, man. It instructs individuals how to take in bullcrap, man, negativity. Because they get to talking about who did what, why it was done. I'm telling you, they lacing them wrong. But they say, oh man, this just was on the internet, so I decided to drop it. Motherfucker, they got how you grow a flower on the internet. You ain't dropping that. They got how to make electricity out of magnets and wire. You ain't dropping that. They got how to purify water, man, so you ain't got to drink tap water. They ain't glorifying that. They got how to grow your own fruits and vegetables, man. How to raise your own chickens, your own cows, your own pigs, for those of y'all like pork. They ain't pushing that. Fuck out of here, man. Cats are sellouts, man. They're traitors. Yeah, it takes one to know one. Yeah. Been there and done that, man. Was in the thick of it. Was in the thick of it. Couldn't have told me shit either. Not until when them reservations called up, man. And I was sitting on the shelf. This is what we want to avoid with our brothers and sisters. We want to lace them correctly, man, accordingly. We want to instruct them in such a way they don't got to go sit on the shelf for 30, 40 years. Because that's the type of time they're giving them now, bro. So that means that whole life is gone. There's no reproducing. There's no being there to protect your mama, your little sister, your woman. There's no providing as best you can, bro. Even when times is rough, you're not doing them. You got to be here. No matter what it takes, you got to be here. Ain't none of that, bro. That shit gone. That shit gone. But they're not pushing that. They're not pushing that. They telling on who telling. And it's all over bullshit. You even got them in jail calling, doing podcasts and still telling or trying to catch mugs up. Like there's some reward in this shit. That's what's happening. This is what they doing. And again, man, ain't none of it beneficial to any of us. These mugs don't tell you how to put a seed in the ground and make it grow into something, man, that's productive, that's beneficial. They're telling you how to tear shit up from the roots so that it don't grow no more, so it cease to exist. That's what they own, bro. On my mama, that's what they own. And I don't do that often. But I did it because I know I'm speaking truth to power. That's what they doing. I done gained about 5, 6 opportunities. Man, do it for one day, man. One day, man. Holler at the brothers and sisters and tell them what it should be. Or just, go today, man. Just some, you ain't got to be talking about the same old shit. Not a one. And I say not a one, even for those who want to have that podcast over there that's toxic and still try to come and do something like they with the people type of shit, right? Like you want to really spit some politics in terms of the people benefit, man. You in this fight. You on the front line. Power in the people. Motherfucking lie, man. You want the power in your pocket. That's what y'all own, man. They're not doing none of that shit, man. They don't care about that shit, man. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about even, hey, man, this is how we get sovereignty or anything, man. Go find out what your lineage is, your heritage, where you come. None of that. They talking about who shot who killed who snitched on who. Why they snitching? He the police. Fuck him. They talking about destruction, bro. dissension. I ain't lying. I am not lying. And for any of them that fixed it, me even say something to me, all you got to do, stupid, is go look at your own shit. And please try to convince me that what you talking about ain't toxic. Oh, y'all, these dudes are a detriment. 2020 fucking 6. Man, look, man, this shit, game banging, all that shit dead, bro. It never was live, you know? It never was. Whatever essence it came from and why it came to be, that was gone, man, first year, maybe 2. We're talking about 50 years into this shit. Not a one of them can say anything, man, in terms of how this shit is beneficial to us, especially the shit they post every day. A lot of them don't even go to sleep. Can you imagine that? They surfing. They trying to find the next viral episode or piece, post. They not trying to, man, save not nan life, homie. They not trying to give back. They not trying to be accountable for none of the shit. And listen, man, there's accountability. Especially you've been doing this shit 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and your content is the same shit. We need to get rid of you. And what I mean by that, so I don't want nobody saying I'm threatening nobody. We need to not plug in, not tap in, not like, not share, not subscribe, not comment, not follow. Let's hear him get that straight. There's a lot of snitches up in here, man. And they be trying to come off like they ain't. Telling on each other. I'm just saying, y'all. When are we going to say, all right, man, you know, for real? Fuck y'all, man. Y'all more damaged than good. Fuck y'all, man. Straight up, man. Straight up, man. I'll stand on that shit. Old school with a cold straw said, man, real change won't happen until we actually, have our back against the wall and we realize we're fighting the common enemy. Boy, that's a lot. But you're telling the truth. See, the common enemy, he's so sly. Man, this is Loki, man. This dude, man, this is a trickster. This mug is a manipulator, man. This dude, they know how to hoodwink and bamboozle. Trust me, you know that. You know that. They gonna play their game. They playing from a book, man. It's thick. That book big. It's a tome. Man, hey, you know, millennium plus some worth of writings and ways to get down and trick people and manipulate them. That's what they got going on. We know this shit, right? That's going to be what it is until we decide to cut that supply route off. When we decide that, okay, you can't funnel in no more of this bullshit, and we got to know what we're cutting off. We got to know who we're cutting off to make this shit work, man. Our fight going to be with them in the end. But right now, man, we got their minions to deal with. That's where a lot of our issues come. That's where a lot of this shit come from, y'all. The minions. That's all they is. They little mini me's, man. They little mini me's of Dr. Evil, bro. Real spit. That's exactly what they are. Come on, man. They the ones deliver the BS. They bring it to us, man. Bring it to the table, man. They bring it to the house. They bring it to the street. They bring it to the block. They bring it to the set. They bring it to the neighborhood. They bring it to the damn community, man. These minions. That's our fight. See, a lot of us don't even know it has to start in-house. See, we got to separate the good from the bad, bro. That's what a lot of us don't get. I'm just saying. And like I say, hey man, I am not advocating violence in no form of fashion. I'm saying, man, stop supporting these dudes, man. Stop subscribing, stop following, stop commenting, stop watching, man. Don't like, don't share, man. They will wither away and die. We are helping them people by keeping them alive, relevant. By us keeping them relevant, they continue to push their shit, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. Straight up. I like I say, man, I ain't got a problem, none of them, but to tell, hey, man, this is what it is, bro. Y'all with the bullshit. That's it. We know what the system is about, man. Our people been knowing this shit for generations, for hundreds of years, longer, millennium. We know that get out, but we're never willing to face how it got in our fucking midst. We never approach that. We never deal with that. Oh man, don't worry about it. Yeah. No, motherfucker, they harming us because they working with them. Ain't nobody willing to do that work, man, to where we shift through the bull crap, man. Hey, man, we separate the shit from the wheat, man. We get rid of the bad in order for the good, man, to do what it's supposed to do. We can't mix the two. It's oil and water, y'all. It just don't work like that. I'm going to tell you one of the saddest things I realized. A couple of these brothers are so damn intelligent. It's scary that they even in this space that I'm criticizing. That fucks me up. I ain't got to say a damn name. Y'all just go through them. Go through the podcast. It's a couple of these brothers. They know better, man. They so super intelligent. They so on point. And yet, they caught up, man. That's how serious this shit is. That's how detrimental it is. That's how toxic it is, man. We got brothers just like that, man. And I'm just saying, man, you ain't got to take my word for it. But I'm telling y'all, man, hey, man, straight, man, this shit is across the board. It's solid. These brothers, man, they want to do what they doing. These brothers know for a fact that they're minions and they okay with that shit. The brothers know, man. They know. They know they trying to pull the root up out the dirt, man, to stop the growth, to stop the awakening, to prevent a mind from becoming conscious, to stop the pineal gland, to stop that from working. They're helping them, man, to dull the soul and the spirit. That's treasonous, man. You get rid of a traitor, man. Got to call them out first. Got to let them know who these Benedict Arnolds are. And we got to go at it just like that, man. We don't need no firing squad. We don't need to lynch nobody, man. That ain't how we're going to go about it, man. Again, I don't advocate violence, man. Now on social media, I would never do that. YouTube. I just wouldn't. But I have enough sense to say, y'all, here where the problem is for real. It's these cats. That's where the problem is. They're creating dissension and destruction in our community by steady pushing this BS. And like I say, man, don't let one outdo the other. Don't let one of them show go viral over the other one. They telling on each other. They trying to get each other's channels banned and taken off. Hey, man, it's some crazy work. But that's how deep in this shit they are. We know who the fucking enemy is in both respects. And yet, We won't do nothing to the ones that are closer to us. And again, when I say do something, I mean, hey, just unplug. Unplug. We won't even do it. All because oh, I like how you said that. And I like you. That's dumb shit, homie. Nothing beneficial these dudes are talking about or bringing to the community via social media is beneficial to none of us, bro. And we acting like this shit is cool. Let's be 100. A lot of y'all tune in. I had to start getting it, homie. Stop sending me that, bro. I don't care no more, homie. I don't care no more, homie. I'm trying to figure out, man, with those who trying to figure out, man, how we gonna say to people, man? Cause they got some shit in store for us, man, and we in trouble, man, and we don't get together. Leave it at that, man. Education is the key, though. I'm not talking about miseducation. I'm not talking about indoctrination, conditioning, brainwashing. I'm talking about educating our brothers and sisters, young and old, man, to the fact that we have been at war since they got here. We educate each other on that, man. We'll see it. We'll get the picture. We'll then begin to know how to start fighting for real, man. Fighting for real, man. For our independence and our sovereignty, man. For something way better than what they're presenting to us, what they're giving us. They're not eating crumbs, man. You can't even call it crumbs no more. Back in the day, they say, man, yeah, we get the crumbs. They cut the bread, or they cut the pie, and whatever's on the table, that's what we get. We don't get that no more. They get a rats and shit, man. The undesirables, all these other, they get that shit before we get it. What we getting is minuscule, man, compared to the crumbs. A lot of our people okay with that. As long as they can get some of that, Bad business, man. Like I said, I'm talking from the dirt level, from the street where we come from. That's not to exclude the athletes. They've all sold out too. The entertainers, they've all sold out too. The celebrities, the politicians who look like us, they've all sold out, bro. That's a fact. So old school, I agree with you. And yet, man, I'm telling you, man, I read again, real change won't happen until we actually have our backs against the wall and we realize we're fighting a common enemy. I guess our backs ain't all the way up against that wall yet, huh? I'm asking. That I know, man, there are so many of us are saying, ain't no further back we can go. We've been pressed up against this wall so much it damn like we didn't gel with the wall. We can't pull our backs off of it. If we do, we're gonna tear our skin. Tear the meat off our back. We've been pressed up against that thing for so long, man. Our back's already up against the wall. Have been for a very long time, bro. We already there. We're already there. Something's at work, though. And I have to say this to where, damn, they're still deadening our senses, our spirits, our souls, our understanding that it's time to fight. Like the movie 300. All they got to do is remove the wall and we falling off the cliff. We're all dead. You got to wait for that, homie. That's happening. That's happening right now. Respectfully, bro. All right, Raymond Scott, I see you, man. You about to make it happen, homie. Let me know when you drop that too, because I want to check it out, man. You said, man, real shit, man, like our sisters getting hung and lynched. Yeah, man, I don't know if y'all know this. We found another sister hung, lynched. Them brothers down there, down south, they are actually in a real fight. See, because they ain't each other that's lynching them. They with get down. Those other minions of a different hue, them clear people who are minions. They work for Dr. Evil, Mr. Evil too. That's who they getting down with. They have no choice. We have choices, man, and it's like we're picking the wrong one every day. Every day, man. We doing the clear people's work for them every day, bro. But every day down south, man, something is happening to one of our people. Something atrocious, man. Something atrocious. For any of y'all listening, got children, school about to start up again a little bit. You ain't thinking about that shit? I don't care what state we go. You can have them go to schools in California. The way we act in California, man, one of our people end up, out of the game, man, because some knucklehead looked just like her and him, then did some stupid shit. The fact is, it's still happening, be it in California or down south, man. We're losing our brothers and sisters. To whose benefit? For whose benefit, though? Oh, man. Real shit, man. Our sisters are getting hung. They hanging our sisters, man. All right? Ain't no telling what else was done to them before that. But that's what they doing. They're hanging on women now. Our brothers are dying at the hands of other people. Yet the idiots can only worry about who faded, who, or who won on a 50-50 yard. That's the weak shit we on here in California. We supposed to be, I don't know, man, some kind of leaders or something. I don't know what the fuck, how they label us to be. I don't know, man. A vanguard, or trailblazers, or, the mecca of what? A turncoatism? The mecca of what? A bunch of cowards? I don't know, man. I don't see no power, man. I don't see no strength. I don't see no solidarity. I don't see no unity. I don't see no dignity, no love, no respect. But brothers in California be quick to holler about we run something. Y'all lying, homie. You don't even fucking run the streets we hang on. Get chased off them. If it ain't the police chasing you, it might be your own, maybe even a Mexican. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I know one thing, man. If any mother owns something, ain't nobody gonna chase them off what is theirs. That's just a fact. Hey, man, you got to kill me on mine because I own this. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. We just claiming some shit that we don't own. We be talking about representing the hood and the setting up. No, man, that ain't how you do that. You own it. That's clear representation of yours. That's yours. Facts. Claiming some shit, you just basically like one of them people that go in them. You as a squatter. You're a squatter. You're just squatting on somebody else's shit. It ain't yours. That's for damn sure. You hoping that you squat long enough, somebody will recognize and look at it as it's yours. It don't work like that, though. You don't. I ain't trying to hear it, homie. Crazy shit. Little Travis from Acre Home said, man, 44 acres home, tapping in, man. All love, bro. Yes, sir. Facts. Appreciate you hanging out. Raymond Scholes said, man, look, it's a matter that they can't think in a high educational level, and the deterioration in thought has them stuck in perpetual ignorance. They can't even conceptualize or self-destruction. I agree and I disagree. If such a thing, all right, allow me this. Hey, man, a lot of these cats, man, they know exactly what the fuck they doing, homie. It ain't the fact that they don't got knowledge. They can't comprehend and conceptualize that what they're saying, what's coming off their mouth, what they post into in terms of who shot who did what, who snitched, who went. No, man, that don't matter to none of them, man. It, it registers. They know what the only thing that count to them is getting paid. Because they're under the delusion, like a lot of our people, I named them a little while ago, our athletes, our rappers, our entertainers, our celebrities. There's only one thing that matters, man. And for that, they will turn a blind eye, knowing full well what's happening. Don't matter to them, man. Not a one of them can tell me, especially the ages a lot of these dudes are. Right? They can't convince me, man, that they didn't know no better, that they were ignorant, not knowing. Nah, that's cap, bro. That's cap. That they can't think on a higher educational level. You know what I mean? That they were just ignorant, you know, about the perpetuation of the self-destruction and what it would lead to. That they got no idea what this shit's gonna lead to. It's bullshit, homie. They know. They know. They choose not to give a fuck. And I'm gonna go out on this limb and I'm gonna say that go for each and every one of them, homie. They'll raise an excuse that in their minds would justify what they are doing. And I only say that because they do it all the time. Because they'll hear it enough in their comments and shit. People say, man, why are you doing it? Why you? Hey, man, wait a minute. I'm just reporting. I'm just, it was already out there. Yeah. Come on, man. They got the excuses. They got the excuses. They know better, bro. Trust me, Rensko. They know better, bro. That's the truth. They know better. They conceptualize. They see our destruction, our self-destruction. Come on, man. They see it. I mean, how many homies they done got that they lost by the hand of another black man? They know it. They not blind to this shit, man. They know. Trust me. Oh, Soul Man say, man, when building, we need to solidify the foundation. But first, we need to demo the existing structure. And that's the agreement community need to be on board with. That's all I'm saying. And the demo, as I said, I'm not advocating violence. I'm just speaking truth to power. That demo, first and foremost, should be, okay, man, hey, this is what we own, y'all. Now, I don't know how we could, see, this is most shit. We got to be careful. Ain't trying to police nobody's stuff or monitor what they do. You know what I mean? We got to be on some real live integrity shit, man. Truth to power type shit, man. If they say, man, if we say, hey, man, and we said it because we can show the detriment to the community, we got to cut them. We got to demo them. We got to put them out of business. And we do that by A, B, and C. All we got to do is do that. We ain't got to ask they okay. We ain't got to get their agreement. In fact, we ain't got to even tell them, come on, man, get on board. F all that, man. We 86 them by unplugging. Now, imagine how that's going to go, though. Got a whole lot of ignorant, and I'm using that loosely, or foolish, self-destructive individuals out there that love that shit. That love it. We were just having a conversation today about why a lot of them are like that. We got a lot of trauma in our communities, man. We have a lot of trauma in our communities, man. That, by the way, that trauma is what allows or facilitates these guys in to behaving the way they do. Trauma. So that's why I say I don't advocate violence, because a lot of them won't, until they tap into that trauma, we just be back and forth with them. So what we do initially say, hey man, you know, what is it? What's wrong? Why are you doing this? Why do you always push this as opposed to that? Why is it always negativity, toxicity, rather than positivity and progress? Let's get them out before we dismantle that whole production. Yeah, that's what I suggest. I think that's solid shit. But again, we're not just dealing with them, we're dealing with all those who support them. These are people, man, that got issues. How do we address them? How do we even get them on board so that we can stop this poison, man? That's the question. There's a lot of work to do. There's a whole lot of work to do also, I promise you. And until we do the groundwork, the footwork, there won't be no solidarity. We won't be able to solidify a base strong enough, man, to dismantle this bullshit that we see in our communities, bro. There's a whole lot of shit going on, man. And again, we know it's not by mistake, man. This shit is manufactured. This is on purpose. This shit been going on for a long time. Imagine how many traumatized adults there are who haven't dealt with their issues, how they carry on. We got mothers and fathers, they bring their kids in the game banging. They get high with them. They drink, they party. They're all kind of backward shit, really, that they're not supposed to do. I never got high with my mom. I recall being a certain age and she, all right, it was the birthday. Salute, boom. I never got to party with my mom. When I became an adult, before I caught a life sentence, loved ones threw me a party. My mom's invited. She stayed for about 15, 20 minutes. Wrong about her business. So a lot of what we see today, man, is part of the problem. I think that shit creates trauma, man. It's a whole lot to this shit. But in any respect, bro, all I'm saying is, hey, man, when we're talking about what you're suggesting, we have to understand, man, we got some work to do because, this work, man, go deep. It go deep into this. And until they're ready to talk about, okay, why I do what I do, man, we're gonna be hitting our own damn fists and heads up against a wall. Just saying, bro. It's a lot to this shit. It's a lot to this shit, bro. So again, say, man, when building, we need to solidify the foundation. How are we gonna do that? Do we know what we need to do to make this thing solid? Make sure it don't crumble under our feet, man. That we have to go back and then build temples from rubble again. How do we do that? You say first we need to demo. We need to demo the existing structure, and that's the agreement community need to be on board with. I agree. How are we gonna demo them? Especially to such a point or extent to where those who prop that shit up will stop doing that. It's a lot to this shit, man. It's a lot to this shit, bro. I don't know. Ramsco said, man, I really haven't been on YouTube or at least looking at the usual guys. It's too much information in the world to where gang and prison talk is like a drop of water in the ocean. You're going to say, man, truth be told, every story of violence and any criminal activity that's told to entertain people is actually giving details of actual crimes. Capitalism, or being able to capitalize off of YouTube stories, will always keep our people divided due to the check being given for speaking negatively. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, like I say, and they only doing it because there's a bag involved. And so most cats, man, they only find or deem themselves worthy based upon how much money they got or how much money they can tell you they're getting. Because let's think about it, man. That's a symbol. That's people look at that. Women look at that. Other dudes look at that. Like, damn, that fool papered out the game. He getting the bag, and and the shit is bullshit, man. Bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. Money don't provide substance. Money does not pay for integrity. You can't buy integrity, bro. You can't buy principle. You can't buy morals. If you can, then trust and know, man, you ain't bought nothing, man. You was just a sucker, gave up some money for some shit that you never owned, you never have. If you gotta pay for it, you don't got it. You don't got it, man. Either you have it or you don't. And how much money you got will not determine whether you do. All that's going to show is you willing to give up everything for that dollar. I'm just saying, man. You ain't got to agree. You ain't got to agree. FTF, man, KD, Arkansas, checking it. Man, Arkansas is in the house. First off, man, we want to send our love and respect out to you brothers down south, man. We understand. We know what's happening. A lot of us are aware, man, and there's certain pockets down south that are handling it, that's laced and braced, suited and booted, you know what I mean, in the right attire, and they ain't playing. So we send our love and support out there, man. We send, the fact that we know it's going on down there, man. In fact, and I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I'm not. There's a lot more organization down there than it is over here in California, man. You brothers keep doing the dang thing, man. And we like to think that the more you do it, the more we'll see of it. And that shit will rub off on us, man, because we need that. We need that, bro. It's a pleasure to have you here, homie. Under the Groove Podcast, man. Y'all know how we do, man. Listen, it's all above board. Love and respect here. No disrespect. No ninjas up in here. No bees up in here, all right? And we're going to respect each individual's opinion and or faith or belief. That's not up for contest, man. That's not up for disrespect or nothing, man. We can agree to disagree. If you have an opinion, just be respectful, bro. Don't disrespect nobody's nothing, all right? That would include those who still sponsor and represent gangs, all right? And for you that's out there that's in that, don't come in here with that, that cripping and blood and F everybody, this Hoover, that ain't none of that, man. We ain't doing none of that. All right. This is what we find, and we're trying to find love and unity, man, respect. All right. Appreciate you here, bro. I am H in the house, y'all. What it do, loved one? I see you. What's the word, man? Solidarity, man. Unification. Unification, man, and solidarity, man. One and the same, man, or one or the other. We would rather have both, tell you the truth, man. Love and respect, man. About time for some dignity up in this get down, man. On YouTube, especially. Facebook and TikTok as well. Well, excuse me. TikTok and Instagram as well. Maybe even Facebook. I don't see a whole lot of stupidness, but I see enough. It's time, man, to call it, y'all. It's time for us to say, all right, man, F all this. If it ain't getting us where we supposed to be, if it's not empowering our brothers to be protectors and providers, if it's not empowering our women to be procreators, you know what I mean? To be those who nurture the people. If it's not about our queens, we finding them to be just stronger and stronger, about giving them strength. Hey, man, it ain't going to be over here. It ain't going to be over here. I don't know, if it ain't about that, excuse me. If it's about that in the opposite, it won't be here. But that's what we're about here. The empowerment of the people. If that ain't, hey, man, if they ain't being represented on the shit y'all looking at, y'all need to get rid of that shit. We do that here. That's all we do here. The people matter, man. The people matter. That's what's happening, Groove. The people. All right, Henry, I see you, loved one. Say one love, everyone, man. Hope everything is good with you guys today. Salute to you, Brother Bub, and your family. Right back to you, loved one. Peace and prosperity, you and yours. Good to see you here as always. You know how I go. I am talking about what's happening, family. Hey, man, love and respect, bro. Love and respect, man, for each and every one of us. Daily inspiration, motivation, tapping in. Say, hey, listen, shout out from Texas, big bro. We got Arkansas, we got Texas. A lot of other people up in here. They ain't saying what that's fine. We send a shout out, man. Love, respect, peace, and prosperity, brothers and sisters in Texas, man. Always an honor to have y'all in here as well. Y'all got the man. You stay ready out there. You ain't got to get ready. Cause they man, they ain't playing. They ain't, they more serious with y'all than they is with us on this end. So that says a lot. That means then they're starting to perceive you brothers and sisters as a real threat. And that's a good look. Not in terms of what's happening, but the fact that they saying, oh shit, it's like they're getting stronger. That means something is happening down there, man, and it's work. They didn't take notice of it. That being said, now it's on y'all, man, to protect the sisters, man, the babies, man, and each other. It's time, man. This shit ain't no joke, man. This shit been happening, man. This shit they've been mounting up. They pumping themselves up, man, to hunt our people. And they looking for our sisters who are by themselves, our brothers who are by themselves. Why it might be 3 or 4 of them. They've always been cowards. There ain't no doubt, This is why we say on this get down, man. Hey, man, I don't care what state you in. It's dark, late at night, and you by yourself in the car, and the police get behind you. Hey, man, keep driving. Do 30 miles an hour. You ain't got to speed. Turn your hazards on. Get to a place that's lit up, got cameras and or people. And record. See, now you're in a space where, you got witnesses. Y'all stopping on these roads and shit just because it's the police. I think that's how they getting some of us. I think they working with them. Because a lot of police are them. So it's just what I'm saying. They had their young brother, man, being chased by a truckload of crackers. He ran to a police station. He said, man, my life's in danger. I'm in fear of my life. Well, what do you want us to do? Police. Well, at least give me a ride. I'm the next town over. Well, we ain't no taxi. The brother was found dead, man. And we over here shooting each other. Talking about a street we don't own. And ain't none of us got shit. You motherfuckers are stupid. No, they not ignorant. They stupid. And then again, we just got a lot of brothers going through some shit. All right. I got to be mindful of that because I'm quick to be like, yeah, we got a lot of trauma, man, in the community, man. A lot of drama, y'all. All right. Anyway. No reparations, no vote. What up? What up? He said, what up, y'all? I was hollering at the homie Miz today. Well, Miz was he was standing in front of the people, man, and I love how he talk. He's another brother that's articulate, know how to say what needs to be said, man. Again, shout out to Miz. Shout out to the brother Tough, man. Shout out to our brother, man, Porky, man, out of the kitchens, man. Miz is out of the 90 neighborhoods and shit. And Tough is one of the individuals who helped run APUU in LA. Listen, man, I'm gonna let you know I'm inspired by brothers, man, when they on that shit, man, like that. I don't care about who your God is or nothing, but when I hear you talking about the people and what you willing to do for the people, shit, you got my vote. You got, hey man, I'm with you, shit. Over anything else, I'm with you. That's all that matters. Straight up, man. So that's what's up, man. Us trying to figure out how to get this thing right and on track. No reparations. All we talking about, man, is how we do this work, man. What we need to do first. FTF, man, say, man, that's real. IMA say, man, Agent Smith's of the Matrix. Come on, man. What's that fool name, man, that unplugged Neo and them? That's them. He wanted to kill Trinity. He wanted to kill Neo. He killed the other two. He unplugged them, right? Whole time he working for the agents. That's them, homie. And I'm not saying that to say that's them, respectfully. No, fuck that. That's them. That's them, man. Agent Smiths. Everybody know it. Don't too many say it. But, you know, if you really want to say it, all you got to do is watch they shit. Listen to what they saying. Agent Smiths. Agent Smith then got to them. Again, minions. You know, minions, man. Henry said, man, absolutely, Brother Bub, man, we need to see some growth in our brothers straight up and down, man. Truth to power, y'all. It's time, man. We did this some bullshit, man. Come on, man. It be times, man, I be sitting up, you know, and then I'm gonna tell you something else was part of the problem. A lot of us brothers, we know this shit wrong, man. And we know this shit, it affects us, it touches us, it comes to us on a certain emotional level, right? But because we've been trained, we've been conditioned to not be punks. We don't know how to deal with a lot of shit emotionally. We're taught that emotions are bad. Nah, I think emotions are just precursors, man, to a certain mindset, a certain behavior, especially in terms of how to go about dealing with them correctly or dealing with that issue correctly. It should break our hearts, man, when we see our brothers killing each other, but to the point where we not only just heartbroken behind it, we find resolve to deal with it. We're so removed, man, from how we are truly as human. It's scary, bro. It's scary, bro. The only emotions, and I credit Sister Cinda for saying this. That's the sister who comes on. She say, hey, man, she's our mental hygienist. A beautiful mind is her get down. All right. She say, hey, man, there are only two emotions we got that we exercise. Black men, not our sisters too now. Our sisters are more almost damn near right up there with us in terms of this. Anger and aggression. That's it, bro. Only thing we flexing on. You can look on any of these platforms. We see our sisters now displaying one or two emotions. Anger and or aggression. Something wrong, y'all. We're not supposed to function like that. You know? We have to do better, man. We have to do better, especially in terms of how we deal with shit, especially in our lives, in the lives of those we say we love, emotionally, in a different emotional state than anger or aggression. A lot of us, man, you can't tell a brother, man, I know that pain that built up in you so much, so man, go and let it out. Man, I ain't no punk. I ain't gonna go. Yeah. That shit eating you up, man. And I'm not suggesting you got to do it in front of nobody. But that shit is building in all of us, man. And we got to find releases for that. There's a valve for that shit to release that pressure, man. And I'm not talking about the anger or aggression aspect. I'm talking about all those other emotions that we tend to act like don't exist. Got to tap in, man. We have to tap in, man. That's where our growth gonna come from. When we start tapping in ourselves, man, we begin to grow. We begin to mature. A lot of what we see is what we say, and I say here often enough, is arrested development. The majority of us have been arrested developmentally. We have not matured, man. We're still in a child state light, you know, attitude or behavior, way of thinking. It's trauma, man. We haven't moved beyond the shit that hurt us most, whenever that was. And as a result, we have not been able to develop as men. And then I include now as women. Just saying, man. Chris said, man, that's a good point. That's kind of being overlooked. The amount of black people that has been taken out from internet gossip is a shame and disgrace. That's the truth, bro. That's just what it is. And like I say, man, if any of us is willing, especially for those who watch this crap, just pay attention. Listen to what's being said, and listen how comfortably they say it. This is the norm for them, man. And like I say, man, for a lot of them, it's my check. It's my job. I don't care who it touches or affects negatively. I'm getting this bag. I'm getting this bag. Who I'm talking about? Hey, man, I'm getting this bag, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, get the bag, man. That's some sad shit, homie. That's some sad shit. Like I say, man, karma got everybody's number, and there's always a debt to be paid. Anytime karma pull up, that means that, oh shit, you in debt for something. Karma coming to collect. Always does. Always does. I just call it karma. It could be something else, all right? I just use karma. I'm comfortable with using karma. You know, that energy, that force, the Most High, God, Allah, coming to collect, man. You know, because you can't just keep doing this shit and don't, you know what I mean? And you not be addressed or confronted. Nah, trust me, man. It don't work like that. FTF say, man, NPCs. Raymond Skull said, listen, rest in peace, Tasia Fortune, the sister who was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. Tasia, let's say Tasia, excuse me, Fortune. Another sister, y'all. And now there's more sisters almost, if you ask me, than brothers being found lynched. And here we are out here tripping on each other. We supposed to have contingents of brothers and sisters ready to mount up and ride to Mississippi in solidarity for our sisters and brothers, man. I mean, I don't give a damn where it is. That's where we supposed to be at with it, mentally here, spiritually, physically. There should be 3-4 carloads, whatever state. More than that, actually. And hey, man, we the California contingent. Where you need us? What's happening? And then it goes conversely. If brothers out here killing themselves, and brothers in Tennessee, man, Arkansas, Mississippi, see that shit in spot, they know they got to fight down there. They know they at war down there, bro. And yet, all right, man, we got to mount up, man. Let's ride down there. Cali, man, what y'all doing, man? What y'all doing, man? Y'all don't see what's happening? Steel supposed to sharpen steel, y'all. Real spit, man. You see, we tend to look over that get down and that mindset. We tend to not see what we really supposed to be doing. Our support's supposed to be unconditional. Brothers, if they're coming from wherever they're coming from to California, they say, man, now, man, California going, hey, bro, we feeling that. I'm just saying, man. I may say, man, everyone with children should sit down with them and watch the movie Revolver. Heavy lessons of self-mastery and conquering. You know I'm finna write that down. IMH. You know I'm finna write that down. Revolver. Revolver. I'm gonna watch that tonight. All right. Anyway, let me read it. Everyone with children should sit down with them and watch the movie Revolver. Heavy lessons on self-mastery and conquering the ego within. The ego is the greatest trickster, disguised as self. Appreciate that, Jim, bro. Thank you for handing me that. I'm gonna go watch that. Yeah, that's right, Roscoe. Shout out to Arkansas, man. Shout out to Mississippi, man. Shout out to Louisiana, Texas, man. Georgia, Bama, North and South Carolina, man. Florida. Them brothers in a real fight, man, and they ain't sleep. I mean, it might be a lot of buffoonery going on, but I think I'm telling y'all, they more ready down there than we are over here. Pretty sure of that. Pretty sure of that. Ain't got to tell you where I know it from, but I'm pretty sure. All right. Daily inspiration say, man, all facts, big bro. All love and respect, bro, for even putting that out there. Appreciate you. Benny Chris TV say, man, donate to that chat, man. Thank you, brother. Give back or else I'm gonna wear this foolishness. So give back or else I don't know how to say that. I don't want to wear this foolishness. Excuse me, y'all. You're gonna say Benny Chris TV said, man, all these clicks and views, man, boss up. Always talking. Bernie Chris ain't with all this talk. Cash App posted. Come on, bro. The OGs have set us up and ain't building nothing. I ain't finna argue with you, bro. I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm not. I just sat with a room full of them today, and we all acknowledge it. We fucked up. Now, the brothers I sat with are doing something. First off, they admit to what their wrongs were. Hey, man, they know. I don't do a lot of work they do, but I'm in my lane. I say, man, I messed up. And as a result, man, I'm pretty sure, man, I got some paying back to do. I've been on that shit. But and I'm not OG. Let me hear him correct that. I've been around, and shit, but I'm not, hey man, I'm not even in no form of fashion gonna deny, man, I fucked up. And every brother I sat with today and sisters admit the same thing. And these are those brothers and sisters who's putting in the work. They're going in the communities and they telling young brothers, hey man, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. A lot of people want us to forget about the so-called YNs and let's just deal with the children. And I say, man, we ain't expendable, bro. And if we start focusing on them, just as much we focus on the babies, we're gonna reach some. Ain't nobody expendable, man. Yeah, we fucked up, bro. In the worst way. In the worst way. Now, I don't expect nobody to forgive me, man. I know I'm gonna have to forgive myself, man. And really the only way I can do that, man, is doing what I do. This podcast is dedicated to brothers, man, black brothers and sisters. That's it. I don't care where you from, man. What you got to tell the people? It's a positive? Come on. Come on, man. Let's tell them, man, gang banging is dead, man. Brothers doing harm to brothers, sisters doing harm to you, man. That shit dead, man. It's helping them to win this fight. First thing out my mouth, bro. I admit that. Like I said, there's a whole lot of brothers and sisters who will do the same. In fact, we're all doing it in how we're dealing with this shit. All of us are contributing something to bring about some change, to redirect our brothers and sisters. So that, I ain't mad at you, man. Say what you got to say, you know what I mean? Because the truth of the matter is, we fucked up. We fucked up. There it is. I see said Gardina's in the house, man. Appreciate you jumping in, Gardina. Appreciate you jumping in. Benny Chris TV said, man, the enemy is irrelevant. Confidence is key. Man, like I say, we already know what they're doing. We've been doing this shit. How are we gonna address it? And the only way to address that is, like you said, we got to know what the hell we gonna do, man. And let's go about doing it, being assured it's gonna get done. If we look at shit historically, our people went into whatever the situation was full of confidence, didn't lack any, got shit done. And every time they did, them people looked at and said, damn it, okay, now we got to figure out a way to destroy that. They're always at work. We know that shit. That ain't nothing new to none of us, man. The part about confidence, though, that's something different. See, a lot of us don't even know we imbibe with that, I like to call the God gene. You know, we got the power, we just don't know it. And if we're not really sure of it, then we lack confidence. We don't know how to utilize it, employ it, put it to work, apply it. That's our problem. And again, that kind of stems from these attacks, this war we've been in, and I say, man, for a very long time. Don't stop nothing, though. It should inspire each and every one of us, man, to, like you say, man, build this confidence, because that's key. Let's be confident in the fact, I'm talking to the brother Porky today, confident in the fact that the peace he made with brothers is long lasting. He ain't got to worry about that. Now they can focus on other things. We got to be confident enough, man, to know that, man, when we go to our brothers, be they from East Coast, be they from neighborhood, be they Bloods, be they Paru, whatever, man. There's enough confidence to not just assure ourselves, but each other. Oh, man, this doable, bro. We got this. And we don't got it. We don't just have it so that we stop warm, but it's the springboard. It's the catalyst in terms of all that other shit we're going to need confidence for. It ain't going to stop us, man. You can't stop us. But again, we got to make the choice. I hear you loud and clear, bro. Appreciate you in this. Get down. Yeah. We ain't brought nothing to the table, homie. We were destroyers. We was pulling shit up by the roots. We weren't planting seeds, and the seeds we planted were rotten. I'm telling you. They were all negative. They were weeds, full of thistles and thorns, man. No doubt. No doubt, bro. Poisonous. I ain't gonna argue with you. You say, church, we out. All right. All love, man. All love. All love, man. Promise you. Do it like that. You heard me? There it is. Man, so that's what's up, y'all. Our brothers coming up in here, man, and one thing that matter here, man, Benny, is truth to power. Not my truth, not anyone's truth, but that shit that's in here. You know what I mean? Especially when it's connected to this. You can't be lied to, man. Can't no lie, man. Can't no lie outdo no good, man. Real spit. Truth to power, man, is what we function on. Appreciate you coming in here, dropping truth to power. We mad at you. Okay, I to see said, man, blacks killing blacks. Been stupid from day one. So I did drop the link. This is Under the Groove Podcast, everybody, man. For those of you who don't know, go to Under the Groove, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Hey, you know, got a lot of shorts there, but you want to check out the episodes, shit I've been talking about the guests that come on this show been talking about for almost 3 years now. I bullshit you not. Ain't nothing changed in terms of our message. A lot of background change, you know what I mean? A lot of what we started off representing, all that's gone. You know, all that's gone, man. And it was done for the people. I think it was done, man, for the growth of the people. I would love for brothers and sisters to come in here and not have to see a whole lot of shit and be like, oh man, fuck that, man, fuck them. Gang banging. I had a cat tell me, one of them suckers told me that. Oh man, you didn't, you got the Hoover finger on your wall. Yeah, he was right. I wasn't even pissed off. I just accepted truth for power. That was the truth. And I'm pretty sure that's the way that whatever the powers may be, wanted it to go down. Needed that to be said to bring me even more into consciousness. Turn to look at that thing. I said, damn. I ain't bullshitting. I'm serious as hell. That's the last time anybody saw that. That was the last time, you know. But I get it, man. You know, this shit, man, it's been going on like it's been going on for a while. The message has evolved. It was never negative. It was never negative. Go and check it out. But it has continued to evolve in terms of positivity, in terms of inclusiveness, solidarity, unity, dignity, history, love, and respect. That's it. So, saying all that to say, man, this channel appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. From day one. From day one. ICC said, man, blacks killing blacks. Been stupid. I did drop that link though, Benny. Beanie Chris TV, I got you. ICC said, man, gang bangers raised a dumb generation. Yeah, and we admit that. Another one of my things is, hey man, and I didn't catch no blowback personally. No one came to me and said, hey man, why you say that? Why no. Not because I'm no bad dude or nothing, but no one came to say that. So I started saying, listen, man, gang banging need to die so brothers and sisters can live. I said it because I understood that gang banging was killing brothers and sisters. That's why I said it. That's the realization. That's the reality. So in order for brothers and sisters, a lot of which who are dying as a result of gang activity and gang banging need to go. So our brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters can live, man. I support that wholeheartedly. Even from the community I'm from, I say all the time, I don't like what's happening in my community. I don't like it. It ain't the same shit. It ain't, nah. I love the community I come from because my memories of it wasn't always this. I got memories about my community, man, got nothing to do with gangs. I still love where I come from. I don't love what's happening over there. I'm against it. Straight up. Straight up. And I know a lot of cats don't like hearing me say that. A lot of them might be saying, oh man, he turned and he didn't too good. He ain't from the set no more. And no, I ain't active, homie. Not at all. Not at all. But I put mine in such a way, man. I have a say, man. I have a say, especially about what's happening in my community or the community I come from. Just like a whole lot of other brothers been through the same shit even before me, have a say. Can't never take that, man. And not only is the word what we talking about strong, man, but if we choose to come in today, man, we got that right to come in there, man, and improve that shit. To improve it. So, hey, gang banging needs to die. So a lot of you brothers and sisters can live, bro. Straight up. ICC said, man, gang members, man, committed genocide for white man's money. You ain't lying. I can't say you lying, bro. We sold more drugs than anybody to each other. You ain't never lying, man. Oh, Raymond Cole said, man, the brother that's coming on the show is the brother from Arkansas is my guest too. Is that a live tonight? Let me know that right now, Roscoe. Is that live? If that's live, I can go tap in. In any respect, I want to watch it. But if it's live, I'd rather check it out while you're up and running, if that's possible. You know, we ain't got a few more minutes here, so I can hurry up. And you know, I ain't gonna hurry up, but when we're done here, I can go tap into your channel, man. And matter of fact, put your link in and get down, bro, in case brothers and sisters are interested in what you're talking about, what you will be talking about with the brother from Arkansas. So please put your link in and get down, bro. Do that. I see some men, dumb black people fighting for territories they don't own. Hey, all right. You ain't lied again. That's the truth. And honestly, there ain't nothing to laugh about. But ain't nothing to laugh about. Should be more about, crying tears. Truth hurts. You know. Henry Sedella said facts, brother Bub, all the time, bro. That's right. We own nothing. Even when we think we do, we coming up short. They got papers on each and every one of us. That would include you. I see. That would include you. You own nothing. You don't even own your own person. You know how that work, right? As long as your social is in the system, you belong to them. Everything you do pays them. This, facts, right? So, rather than be LOL into the people, you shouldn't. But if you're doing that, you're laughing at yourself. You're part of this, ain't you? You got me wondering now. But okay. Anyway, this is the Illuminati system. I'm trying to get, anyway. They understand the destruction, but they under influence. Okay. That's what our black elders taught us to get money. Not all of them, bro. I have to disagree with you now. Not all of them, but you might be speaking for your age group. I get that. But even if that's the case, you're 1984, so you're born in 84. Even if that's the case, man, that's not true for all our elders. It's just not, you know. Just like we have today. If you were born in 1984, you know what I mean? Just I'm just saying. Then what we see going on today, everybody's not on that page. Everybody's not about going on social media looking at the toxicity. Everybody's not always concerned about the bag. Everybody's not always turning a blind eye to any danger or type of situation that happen to one of our sisters or the children. Everybody ain't like that. A society has always been like that. We have some, yeah, no doubt, that would turn cold on us. Be Benedict Arnolds. That would sell us out. Myself included, man, would sell drugs and harm each other or my people. But everybody's not like that. Everybody, man, our elders, even yours, I'm pretty sure that it ain't always about the bag. Get the money, man. Sell them out, man. Don't matter, man. Stab them in the back. As long as you get that money, it's cool. Everybody ain't like that, bro. Everybody's not like that. And that would include dudes your age, in your generation. You guys as elders, mothers and fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. Everybody's not like that, bro. You know? Just know that, bro. All right. All right. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. All right, I'm gonna shut you down now. I'm going to shut you down, loved one. What up, Fat Rat? Fat Rat say peace, you and RGC, big bro. Right back to you, homie. All love and respect, you and the fam, bro. You see, I told myself I wouldn't get started for a while, bud, but emotional and rational are two natures in us. Again, a whole lesson. A whole lesson. You know. One of the two of the main emotions I just said is that we concede to. That we actually allow more than any other is anger and or aggression. That's a problem. But again, I appreciate you, man. You said I told myself I wouldn't get started for a while, bub. But emotional and rational are two natures in us. And again, a whole lesson. Okay. Henry said, man, emotional exhaustion, facing deep or heavy feelings take a lot of mental and physical energy. This drain can make you feel very tired, stressed, or worn out. Yeah. All right, soldiers and needs. Appreciate you again, sister. All love and respect. You say greetings to the sisters and brothers. RGC, peace be among us. Thank you for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Farad said, man, I beg to differ on the enemy being irrelevant. That's a recipe for victimization. Begin with the proper identification of the enemy, the one in the mirror. Now, and I'm not going to defend nothing. In terms of how it first came up, and I get what was said by the individual who said it. We know that enemy all too well, right? We do. In terms of what you're saying, it's the one. Yeah, we don't know the one within. So when I say, hey man, look, we was doing some stupid shit. We were the ones. We were the real culprits in the community. We didn't see that though like that. You know what I mean? We weren't taught all the shit that we understand or can comprehend now. And that's part of the problem. I think that's also a part of why we still see a lot of what we see today in our communities because there's no one, no one is telling, helping to teach, helping them to learn, be educated on how the enemy within can be your worst enemy. Nobody. When I started this podcast, I had 4 pillars. Of all the 4 questions, the last one was, and I posted, most of you guys may remember, I posted, I said, man, who's the real enemy? Most of us actually know. Like I said, what we understand they do, we understand they do that. But that don't mean that we have to be the way we are. So while I'm talking about all this shit early on in this Get Out Fat Rat, I'm saying, hey man, we talking about them people over there. Hey man, we got to see our people right in front of us, in our face, in our surroundings, in our community, in our vicinity, as well as each other or ourselves. That's just a fact, bro. So I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear, bro. You're going to say, man, no offense to anyone, but when they tell my story, don't omit the fact that I grew up in Great, moved to West LA, and was on the first forward and foundational team that established the PBGs. Tell them I did every day of my sentences and learned every unit of my survival training through that mud. It uniquely qualified me to threaten a forest with a butter knife. So now we return to rebuild wasted cities. We're building temples from the rubble, y'all. We're building temples from the rubble. Yeah, you be so waiting for a hell of a long time, Fat Rat, for you want to bring your ass up in here and start spitting truth to power. Well, you fun like that sometime, I gotta say. Still love you though. Appreciate you. Tell the whole story, man. Tell the whole story, man. Henry said, man, emotional or exhaustion. Okay, I read that. Facing deep or heavy feelings takes a lot of mental and physical energy. This drain can make you feel very tired, stressed, or worn out. Real spit. Real spit. All right, Raymond Scott said, no, I meant to say my guest on the Under the Groove podcast in our group. Oh, all right, bro. Got you. The brother from Arkansas. Appreciate that. Yep. All right. Oh, yeah. I was trying to be cool, but the troll was trying to, I was like, all right, man. God damn. Bro, I'm from Gardena. I'm la. Come on, bro. I'm talking about we don't own nothing. We did it, but he using we as a part of the get down. And I'm pretty sure I kind of feel he was. But anyway, in any respect, you dummy. You come on, man, you laughing at your own self. You just as caught up in this shit as the rest of us, But I think that's what trolls do. I'm learning about these trolls. I'm learning. Don't get him out of here, man. You good. All right, Cash Fox, man. Can you talk about faux trade history? Did the 40s push them out? See, now that's what I'm talking about. All right. Get rid of you. I done said this enough times, man. I don't even do all that, man. You know what I mean? I just don't do that type of shit no more, man. I don't find any interest in it. I don't find any interest in it, man. I could tell you about some shit, man, that occurred, and then, but I'm gonna back that up. If I do, I'm gonna back that up with, oh, and by the way, this is how it devastated the community. I'm not even gonna go into who passed away as a result, who's doing life without, or none of that shit. It does, hey, man. That would be, well, if you want that, and you want that, like you asking, that would be one of them other channels. Yeah. There may be a guy in there that might want to talk about that with you. But, yeah. Uh-oh. Henry said, man, trolls doing what they do best, trolling, but you handled it, brother Bub, LOL. Geo Fox said, laugh a lot. My fault, OG. Old Soul said, man, it's like a 20-minute delay in the broadcast. What? Let me see something. I hope like hell it ain't. And this thing, nah, man, that might be a few seconds. But yeah, hey, bro. All right, y'all, look. I smell that dinner. I'm late, actually, man. Today was one of them days, man. I sat amongst some brothers and sisters, man, and again, I'm not. I don't have an organization. I don't have a nonprofit. What I have is this podcast, man, and I wanted the brothers and sisters there to know that I don't care, man, where you from, man. Where you came from. What you want to bring to the people, man. That's what matter with Under the Groove podcast. And then what you want to dispense, what you want to spread, them gems you want to hand out, if they're above board, man, if they're about building temples from the rubble, man, by all means, please, come on. Come on. People need to hear what you got to say, especially if it's positive, especially if it's about, building one's, trying to get one to get this back, get ownership of this again, strengthening one's soul and spirit, as much as his body, whatever. That's what this get down about, homie. That's my nonprofit, if you can call it that. I don't get nothing from this, man, except for the fact that I'm able to tap bases or touch bases with the people, and then the people touch bases with each other. It's the objective, homie. And the shit free. I'm not asking the government to give me shit. I don't ask for nobody to bring nothing to this get down, man, except yourselves, man, your positivity, man, your ideas, solutions, shit like that, man. That's what matters, man. Nothing else matters. I'm pretty sure that this shit is leading me in a direction I'm supposed to be going in, headed in. Not only that, I can't even tell y'all how many people I've met that has had an effect on my life and what I'm doing. I love what I do, man. I'm actually a part of what I'm doing, man, and that should feel good. I was telling brothers and sisters today, man, for each and every one of us that helped destroy our communities, man, that energy that was energy, bro. We were laying it out there, man. We were just expending it like it was nobody's business. But that same energy for each and every one of us has something to do with what we're looking at today. We're supposed to be utilizing, expending that same energy, man, to bring correction to this get out. That's why I'm at with it. Someone calls me, say, hey, man, I got a suggestion. So-and-so want to come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because I'm doing it, man, with the mindset that somebody's finna get something worthwhile. And it ain't always coming from me. Or it ain't always coming from our RGC, These are coming from the people or other people outside our get out that want to bring something to the masses, man. By all means, please. All right? So I look at them the same way I look at each and every one of y'all. You're always bringing something to this get out. These are gems we're handing off. We're not dropping them. We're handing these things off, man. This understanding, this knowledge, wisdom, love, and respect. That's what we're missing. As minuscule as my role may seem, man, it's some big shit to me. I ain't never done this before, man. And sometimes I feel like I was meant to do this. The other day I feel like an asshole, like, oh man, what the fuck you doing? But hey, man, I love it. And I love and respect each and every one of you for coming in and being the individuals, the men and women you are, especially on this get out. Straight up. All right, that said, man, I love each and every one of you. Like I said, Fat Rat said, man, right quick, I got 3 of them. Fat Rat said, man, the way you put that UTG foundation down was a central bug. We look for credibility. Whenever someone gets in front of us, you don't have that problem now. Yes. Henry say, one love to each and every one of you guys, man. Great live episode. Like always, enjoy the rest of your night, family. Peace and prosperity, Henry. All right. See you on the next one, man. I got to call Jimmy, by the way. I'm glad. Damn. Boom. Thank you. All love and respect, man. Fat Rat said, man, shout out to Big Miz. We did a couple on the Hood Postman, man. Hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. See, man, I'm telling y'all, look, for real, there's some brothers, man, they know, man, that they know. They know the damage, man, that they've caused. And they live now to make correct. It's best before the day they go to the day they die. I'm pretty sure these brothers, man, they're gonna bring what's supposed to be brought, what they should have bringing or be, given to the people way back then. They're gonna give all that to them, man, to the day they die. And I know for a fact some brothers I've dealt with, because they dealt with me, had to face shit, man, and stood their ground. They who they are, man, and I love and respect them for that. I've had brothers try to come at me about cats, like, man, what could you talk about? That's what I'm with him. I'm with him. I'm saying that to say, man, it is our obligation for those of us who bought, what it is, man, who did this shit, man. We have an obligation, man. You can call it what you want. Obligation, man, responsibility or accountability, just whatever, man. But We got to put in this work, man. This work ain't going, you know, we the ones got to do this work, man. All love, man. All love, man. See, hey, I see you, Fat Rat. Salute to Jimmy and Miz, real spit, man. Hey, you brothers, man, you sisters, our queens, man, our queen mothers, our goddesses, man. Y'all be strong, continue to stand. Continue to be all the strength, man, that not just you need to keep doing what you're doing, but that strength, man, that we need to see in y'all, man, because I'm telling you, it is inspirational for a lot of us. Love you, respect you. Y'all know what it is. Power is in the people, right? That's, I'm telling you this. Anyway, that's where it is. Love yourself. Love one another. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. You are, you have been, and you will be under the groove, everybody. One love. Let's go out on this note.
Ancestors keep whispering, son, it's time to take your place. Every generation praying somebody run the race. So I'm done with all the stalling, got a mission to complete. Every verse another footprint that I'm leaving in the street. Knowledge ain't a fashion, it's a lifestyle that I chose. Even when the truth is heavy, still I carry every load. I don't fear the conversation, I embrace the difficult. Growth begins the very second comfort starts becoming small. See, consciousness is action, it ain't something that you quote. It's the courage to keep building when they say you'll never grow. It's feeding hungry spirits with a sentence and a page, trying to lead them all better than the world I see today. I keep my circle righteous, keep my principles intact, mind sharper than a razor, cause I study every fact. I write my own books now, adding chapters to the shelf, trying to leave a living blueprint for somebody else. I am love, I am knowledge, I am alive. I survived all the lies, I'm 101, ain't another in my kind. I am my ancestors' prayers answered. I am conscious mind, I am conscious mind, I am conscious mind. Every lesson that I learned made the darkness redefine. Conscious mind, I am conscious mind. Built from wisdom, built from purpose, built from God and built through time. Yeah, this ain't ego, it's responsibility I carry. Every child deserves a future, every elder left a legacy. I'm the bridge between the stories and the children, yet I'm born. Trying to pass the torch before another dream gets torn. See, a conscious mind ain't measured by the books upon the shelf. It's how you treat another soul and how you master yourself. When knowledge meets compassion, that's the highest form of wealth. Cause if I can't uplift my people, then I'm cheating on myself. I'm answering the call in every sunrise that I wake, planting seeds inside the minds that one day they'll cultivate. If I put my mind into it, there is nothing I can't climb. Purpose over popularity until the end of time. So when they ask me who I am, tell them this is my design. Not a trend, not a slogan, not a phase, not for a rhyme. I'm the product of persistence, every lesson, every climb. Heart of a revolutionary. I am conscious mind. Knowledge is the weapon, wisdom is the ammunition, love is the strategy, purpose is the mission. The ancestors call, and this time I answer. I answer. Oh, I answer.
All right. All right, love and respect, y'all. See you on tomorrow. Peace.